I'm exhausted by the constant jump cuts, the sound effect pops, and the stock footage flashing every 3 seconds just to steal your dopamine. So today, no retention tricks, just me, talking over gameplay to prove that simple, honest content still works. But there's a very specific reason we got here, and I'm going to share the exact psychological trap that is quietly destroying creator channels without them even knowing it. Here's what made me snap. Last week, I counted 300 cuts in a 12-minute video. That's basically a non-stop visual seizure, not to serve the story, but because someone decided you'd click away if the screen stood still for a single breath. And it's not just the cuts, it's the zoom punch on every sentence, the giant captions flashing, like you can't be trusted to listen without reading along. Psychology calls this the orienting reflex, our evolutionary hardwiring that forces us to look whenever something flashes. Over-editing hijacks that reflex every 2 seconds, but creators forget about habituation. When everything is screaming for attention, your brain numbs out. Over-editing doesn't make a video exciting, it just makes the audience numb. Watch closely and you'll notice something strange. The content is being written just to justify the editing. People structure what they say around how many cutaways they can fit in. But when you layer sound effects, captions, and memes over a single sentence, you trigger cognitive overload. The viewer's working memory is so busy processing visual noise that they literally don't have the brain space left to digest what you actually said. Now, I want to be careful here. I'm not saying all editing is bad. Some of the best storytelling uses heavy editing on purpose to build tension or control pacing. That's craft. What I'm talking about is a reflex, an editing tick used constantly, regardless of whether it means anything. You might think this is just creators being lazy, but it's actually the opposite. It's panic. So why did this happen? The algorithm rewards average view duration, and creators started treating that number as the entire point of making a video. It became a dopamine treadmill. The more fast-paced noise you feed an audience, the higher their tolerance gets, and the faster you have to edit the next video just to keep them from clicking away. You're not building an audience, you're managing an addiction where you end up burnt out trying to supply the fix. Go find 10 editing tutorials right now. 9 of them will teach you jump cuts, zoom punches, and meme timing. Maybe one will talk about writing a better sentence. That's the copycat epidemic. An entire teaching pipeline optimized around one style, until a generation of creators doesn't even know another way exists. Everyone optimizes for the exact same 15 seconds of attention, until everyone sounds like the same person wearing a different shirt. Now, I'll be straight with you. I want to make a living doing this. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying or has a trust fund. But there's a massive difference between building an audience and chasing a metric that resets to 0 the moment you post again. Real audience loyalty comes from genuine feeling that you're sitting in a room listening to a real human being. Quiet videos build relationships, loud videos just hold eyes. 1,000 views from people who forget you 5 seconds after clicking off is just a scroll. I'd rather have 100 people who actually remember what I said next week. A simple idea said clearly will always outlast 10 minutes of noise. None of the videos that actually stayed with me needed a lot of cuts. Maybe we don't need more edits, more noise, or faster cuts to hold someone's attention. Maybe we just need to say something worth listening to. Just a reminder, less is more.